Hey, good morning. And that's a little bit better. It's Lisa Loring, and I'm doing today's tarot reading. I did one yesterday, and I'm just doing a quick one. And basically, I'll do that, practice yoga, kind of work with the cards maybe a little bit more as the day moves on. And I'll load up a like a follow up video if I can, a coffee to IGTV, Instagram, my Instagram account, which is at H1KTTY. Or you can just find me at Lisa Maxwell Loring. Anyway, let's do the cards. Let's do the cards. So I'm just focusing on the energies of today. I've already done my meditation. I've been up for a while. Let's see what the cards have to offer. I used to do the readings live almost daily back in the spring and the late winter, spring. And then I basically started nursing school and was doing a lot of other things and got away from it. But I do like to pull the tarot cards for myself, and I may as well just do it live and see if it's something that helps other people. I found that over the years, I've gotten better at reading the tarot, mainly because I stopped making it so personal and stopped treating every card as like it's the Tower card or the Death card or, whatever, the Ten of Swords. And just realizing that working with the energy, even if it's a card that would have a negative connotation, you can actually work with the card and understand how you can work with it in a positive way. So getting out of that catastrophe mentality all the time. Working with the astrology has certainly helped a lot. And now I understand the meanings of the cards and how helpful they can be as a tool of divination and not they're an absolute predictor. And that's one thing I do want to say is that these readings are a general reading for anyone who is watching. If you're drawn to this video for any reason, then there might be a message here for you. But it is a general reading for any and all zodiac signs and for anyone who comes across it. And it's the reading I'm doing for the day for myself to understand the energies that are around me. And again, I invite hi. I'm not a very skillful shuffler, as you can see. The angels and archangels of the purest white light to come in and guide us, to be with me during this reading. Kuan Yin. Any messages that want to come through from the purest white light, come and sit and be with us today. Give us the best guidance to work with the energies in the best way possible as we move through this day. What are the energies on which we can meditate and work? I've also been working with a migraine for the past several days, so some of my thought processes are a little scattered, so I apologize for that, but I guess it is what it is. If I'm not clear, please make a comment and I will answer you. And if you would like a private reading with me, I'll leave the information in the description below. What are the energies that are working with us today? What are the energies that can come through? There's the best guidance. Let me take this card here, which is the Seven of Wands card. This is the Gilded Tarot, by the way. Seven of Wands. And the Five of Cups. It's a central card to the reading. Some defensive energies around. Feeling a little under attack. Feeling upset about things that have passed. Not quite being willing to look towards the future. And the Wheel of Fortune came out. And then we also have another card, which is the Ten of Cups. So the Wheel of Fortune came out and it flipped upside down. So we'll take it that way. But we can read it in both directions. And then the Ten of Cups also came out along with that. I'll show those cards to you. So this is the Wheel of Fortune, but again, it came in upside down, and then the Ten of Cups came out. I love these cards because they're very, very vibrant. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups. She came up yesterday really strongly. The Empress. These are interesting cards to have at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords. And the Fool. That's a new beginning. The Ten of Pentacles. Holy crap. Wow, we got a lot of interesting cards here. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to angle the camera down so you can see more of what is going on here. I almost feel like this is the start of the day where we're feeling a little defensive. I woke up this morning feeling like this weird foreboding kind of thing going on. But as I worked through my meditation, and a really helpful card from Kuan Yin came out about, I think things are passing that we're not really sure how to handle them. But, the presence of the Queen of Cups again comes in to remind us that when we are in mastery over our emotions, we actually work with the emotions in a creative way and in a way that's in connection to everything else. I kept being really drawn to this imagery of this breath coming out of her body. This is what she's putting out in the world. I'm a forest yoga teacher and practitioner, and there is something called the breath formula where you take a breath in and then you speak on exhale. So when you speak, you're actually speaking with authenticity. And what was a strong theme in yesterday's reading as well, which I definitely felt was a reading that was an overtone for the week, was showing up in the world as ourselves, like showing up in the world as our authentic selves, because we are beautiful and there's nothing to fear. The devil energy came up in yesterday's reading as well. And, that's that fear. Those are those fears that we, here's that Eight of Swords card. The fears, we entrap ourselves with our own mindset. With our own mindsets, our own preconceived notions about what things are, how things are around us. There's all those swords around us. We don't know what's going on around us. We don't, because most of the time we aren't present enough to be that way. To have any real sense of what's going on with other people, let alone ourselves. So there's that. That's a little spider. How cute. So, these are all of those preconceived notions of what's going on around us, which probably isn't even true, but we are so blinded. We've blinded our own senses, and we've bound our own hands, and if we could just kind of, she's got those chains around her wrists, but she could easily just lift her hands up to her blindfold, take off her blindfold, really assess the situation for what it is, take in the reality of things. And then I'm pretty sure she could just stand up and even move those swords out of the way. And those swords are pointing down. They're not even at her. Okay, so there's that. So this is mastery. Once you get mastery, once you look around you, you get mastery over your situation and you understand the situation better. So that way you're not crying over spilt milk. So this Five of Cups came up out of the, as the central card of the reading. And, this is us, looking around our, being unhappy with the situation around us. So much so that we don't see the two full cups that are right there. All he needs to do, he's also got a bunch of chains on him. He's got a very similar gesture with his hands to this woman in the Eight of Swords. So all he needs to do is actually, lower his hands down, maybe, sweep those cups that are, at one time were very valuable. Because where do we move to in this reading? A 10 of Cups. This is like a quantum leap. So, all we need to do is turn this Wheel of Fortune. These are great planets. That's fine. I think that's Venus in the background. Yeah, like tap into your heart. That was like one of the biggest themes of yesterday is tap into what you really want with your heart. Because with that heart, with that Venus, with that, what do you value? What do you value in the partnerships that are around you? How can you work in partnership with yourself and the people around you, like the cats? Like I definitely took time to play with my cats this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like my cats. I have a brand new kitten and she needs attention. So I'm going to spend time with her, and I'm going to see where that leads. I'm going to see how that Wheel of Fortune leads. What that term, because this is actually abundance. This is fulfillment on an emotional level, a creative level, on a heart level. Things that are really, really meaningful to you in a way that's even beyond. I notice that we don't really have any pentacles here, but we do have the Empress, who is a very grounded and generally, she's not so much in this particular deck depicted as, in a very a beautiful garden, very pregnant, very, with creativity, but she's obviously a very creative woman. Look at that beautiful wheel that she's crafted and she holds with ease. She's very proud of it. This is a circle that we can jump through. This is a circle that we can jump through. These people, those cups also create a circle. This woman, she's in a circle, and we can jump through. What hoops do you need to mental hoops that do you need to jump through that can, lead you to, the abundance of the Empress, the abundance of the Ten of Cups. So we're looking around at things that are, we're so worried about the things that suck instead of like looking around at the things that are actually working. Use your intellect to really see what's going on. Use these swords to get rid of these stupid chains and become the Fool, become willing to do something different. To just be yourself, to show up as yourself, because there's that 10 of Pentacles. So there's the Pentacles that come up. So we've got 10, 10, 10, 10. Holy smokes. The Wheel of Fortune card is a 10. And I didn't do the numerology yesterday, but it was pretty cool, if I remember correctly. And so what's the numerology we have of what came up in the deck? I'm gonna try to put all these guys back in order. Empress came, there's that. So we have the 7 of Wands plus 5 is 12. The Wheel of Fortune is 10. So that's 22. And then another 10 is 32. 32 is the number 5, which is a card of which is a number of transformation, because 3 and 2 equals 5. And that's the number that came up in this Kuan Yin card for me in my meditation earlier today. I'm not going to draw it now, but I'm not going to bother, because this is actually the one. This is a card of transformation, the dance of the butterfly queen, the butterflies of transformation. We are definitely ready to open up and let the universe take away the things that actually do not serve us. And we've been given the Ace of Swords today, and look around and see what's working. If we're looking around at what's working, we're actually going to see the way forward. And so we're not feeling defensive and assuming that things are not going to turn out well. We're not looking down. We're actually looking back at those cups. We're turning the Wheel of Fortune, using that power of Venus to spin it. Like I almost see that planet there as a wheel, a hand turning the wheel. We're being in that abundant place. We're doing the things that we love to do, and we're relaxed. We're having a good time. Right? We're not here. We're here. We're mastering our emotions. We are in full creative control. This couldn't be a better reading. So I'll meditate on him a little bit more and see what comes up. And we'll see what happens. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Yeah, step back. Like I said, be on IGTV.